much do we need, how much was it important for us to let playing? It was so important to get out in the park. It was so important to jump around. It was so important to climb those trees. Unfortunately, our kids are not doing that anymore. A bigger population of our kids are not doing that anymore. So, as parents, while we all are engrossed in our lives of corporate life, earning money, living a life from 9 a.m. in the morning to 7:30 p.m., 8 p.m. in the afternoon, in the evening, we have somehow forgotten that it is not only the materialistic things in life that make a human being, it is the experiences in life that make us. So coming very closer to the topic of what is today, why do we need sports? When we talk about employable opportunities that sports bring, the first question that should come in our mind is, why do we need sports? Do we really need sports? Yes. Why? Now let's go back a question and think about it. When you go to any organization to take a job, when you talk about employability, what does an employer looks inside you? He can look at your certificates and come to know that you are a master's in this is your mark, these are your grades, fine. But what does an employer looks beyond it? He looks for punctuality, he looks for discipline, he looks for teamwork, he looks for acceptability of failure and move on. He looks for how you can be a self-starter or a go-setter. These are such important qualities that are looked upon when we go for an employability project or when we go to ourselves to get employed. Now, just bring yourself into a place and say, can I sit in a classroom, learn English, Hindi, math, science, social sciences, management studies, all that we have for us, and still be successful without knowing what is teamwork, what is punctuality, what is discipline, what is working with others in team, what is acceptance of failure, what is to move up after a failure? We will fail. We will not be successful. I might be an IITian, but if I don't have these kind of traits in me, I will not be successful. Sports give you this. This is what sports give you. Every time you get yourself involved in a sports, now please look at your sportsmen and try to think of their life. So let's take up Milkha Singh. We lost him a couple of days back. Why was he what he was at that age? Even at that age, it was the punctuality, the discipline, the acceptability of life, learning to be there, learning to have success, and still being very humble with it. Again, let's move to cricket. Virat Kohli. He doesn't come from a cricket background or a cricket family. He has made for himself. What does he have? Punctuality, discipline, hard work, consistent efforts, teamwork, acceptance of failure, learning from failure, moving on. Again, let us move out to, you all must, if you all have forgotten that famous boxer we have, you must have remembered Priyanka Chopra. And you must have remembered the movie that she played a part of the boxer. Why do you think we needed to have a movie on that boxer? And why is she so successful after having even kids, after being a mother as well? It's not easy job in life because of all these traits. The first and the foremost thing that sports brings into your life is understanding of what are the socio-economic traits required to become employable. So the moment you get down into the park, start playing with children which are of your age group or above you or lower you, you are learning to either pull up yourself or pull down yourself to be a part of the team. You learn this without even somebody telling you, because you have to exist over there. So you learn your teamwork. If I have to learn a sport, if I have to ensure that I know a sport, I should know my swimming. I will have to get up early morning at same time every single day to go to my swim pool and swim. Punctuality. If I know I have to do so many laps in my pool, and that's a discipline, I can't look here and there, I can't let my mind wander off. That's the discipline. If I set a target for myself and I have to achieve that target, that is what a sports person does. So when we talk about youth, sports, and the employability, we have to understand sports is not about playing when you are young. Sports is about inculcating habits in you that make you successful when you grow up. So, as parents, as individuals, we all need to think about why did our parents pushed us to go to the park, go to the fields, tell us to climb those trees. They were helping us become physically active, and at the same time, we were, inculcating a lot of habits here. Now, while we are talking about these very important points, and I told even Mr. Devendra ji that we are going to really be, pointed at what we talk. We talked about some very, very important things today. Um, One thing that now again brings to our mind why we need sports and how does it bring employability, leadership quality. Sports help you to become responsible leaders. The
ठीक है
word
अनूजा?
responsible leaders. So when I say responsible leaders, what do we mean by responsible leaders? I can be a leader with a team of 50 people under me, but I am a leader who supposedly says, मैंने ये कहा है यही होगा. मैंने ये कह दिया है यही किया जाएगा. I'm not looking at what others want, others say, others need help on, others' emotions. So I'm a leader, which is a Hitler. I'm not a responsible leader. I am a responsible leader when I take my team with me and I work towards a process where my team grows with me. So it is very, very essential that we inculcate sports for having responsible leaders. Now, the moment I think of sports, and we live in a country, India, where cricket is like the love, the World Cup. The moment we win that World Cup, we all come round, we run around that stadium, we pick up the guy. Is it always a captain? No, it's not always a captain. But it's a love within the team. It's a responsible leadership. So, while we are talking about employability today, we have to understand employability will not depend upon just being good academicians, just being good at academics. Employability will actually come from what we learn in form of discipline, punctuality, leadership qualities, teamwork, acceptance of failure. It is so important to accept your failure. So I think, I as a child was somebody who was scared of everything. You take me to a high place with heights, I'll get scared. You bring a cat near me, I'll get scared. You get a parrot near me, I'll get scared. I think the fact that I didn't have that kind of an exposure where I was scared and I had people who were, trying to protect me all the time. But then as I grew up and I got opportunities in life, I I got into adventure sports. Is it that I'm not scared now? I am. But now I say, okay, let's give in. What has that adventure sports brought to me as a person is today I'm ready to take challenging tasks which are beyond my comfort zone. Now you will say, ma'am, you might have taken it up because you have that experience of working. No, trust me, it's not. It is my ability to be normal in a difficult situation, which I have learned from sports. When you fall down, when you fail, when you climb a mountain, you drug up your knees, that is where you learn to see how difficult it is to go up a terrain. And when it is difficult to go up a terrain, and when you reach that peak, that is where you think, okay, I did that. That's the feeling. Yeah, I did that. And that terrain teaches you that this is how a life going to be. You're going to go up, you're going to drag it up. You will have scratches sometime in your on your knees, on your heart, on your emotional well-being, but you need to move on to reach that step. So if we talk about sports, if we really need to understand sports, we will have to accept that sport is the functionality of sport is to create human beings that will be successful in all the ways. So leadership quality is a very, very important thing. Another very, very important aspects that we need to talk about it. There are times when we reach our offices and people say, oh, he's very young. I don't want to employ too many young people. I want to have experienced staff. Why do you think that happens? Because we are looking for good soft skills. Now when I say we are looking for good soft skills, what do you think happens? Does sports give you soft skills? Do you really think so? You can learn soft skills from sports? So when I say can you learn soft skills from sports? Let's understand this. What is soft skills? The way you communicate, the way you meet others, the way you work with others, the way you greet others, the way you take up challenges, the way you talk, walk, sit. Everything comes into your soft skills, right? How does sport help you? Have you ever seen a sports person crouching? No. They will have nice straight back, a good structure. They will be very confident while they're talking. They will have things to talk about their achievement. They will have things to talk about their experiences. They will also know their own shortcomings. So soft skills play such an important role in today's employability of the youth. And today the youth is not concentrating only on that. We have got so concentrated on doing our subjects and doing our masters and going to best of universities. I am not against that. We all should do that. I myself I'm a master's. I've gone to good university. I have played that role. But it is not not only the education that has brought me where it has brought me today, but it is rather the experiences that help me build up over here. So it's very, very, very essential that we talk about this. Another point that I really want to discuss with everyone here is about the question, why I'm sorry, I got muted. So why is it that the young people still can't excel in sports? Let's just think about it. Do we have enough sports opportunities in our schools? Do we have enough sports opportunities in our colleges? Do we have enough sports associations and organizations operating in our country to help children learn sports? So I'll give you a very small example over here. I live in Gurgaon, in one of the poshest areas, and if I have to take my own child for some sports activities, trust me, the nearest I have is 25 to 30 minutes away. And when I look there, it gets very difficult for me to say that yes, my child will be able to play here. It can be for various reasons. It can be for the fact that the place is not hygienic. It can be for the fact that place is not built for girls and boys equally to be on ease. It can be the trainers are not right. It can be the trainers lack soft skill. While we're talking about youth employability in sports, we will have to look inside and we will really have to peep inside and say that yes, that youth employability in sports can happen. But for that, we need to have right associations ready for getting sports into every single region. So next time you're thinking about as a businessman or as a youth, what business to do, what next. Why can't you open a sports center in your space where people can come and learn sports? Why can't be a dedicated place for every single city? When I go to Delhi, I go to Delhi and we go to the sports academy in Delhi. I think that's one which is called as a millennial city. We call it the techno city, and we still do not have the best of opportunities here. So I've taken an example of the cities here, but at the same point of time, it's not only the one city that we're talking about, so many cities in our country which are still fighting on to understand that what we need to do to have good sports opportunities for our children. I completely understand there are a number of programs that have already started to ensure that these kind of opportunities come into our sports. While we are talking about this, um, what we really need to understand is when we talk about sports, sports is about social inclusion. That's a very important point, about education and capacity building. So when I say social inclusion, when I say education and capacity building, what does these terms do? Social inclusion, why? You do not have to be from a particular sect of society to be a sportsman. And when that divide is removed, then anyone and everyone can be there. Next, we talk about education. You have to bring sports as a part of education. There should be no school surviving without physical education or sports. It should be compulsory in schools to have physical education. When I say that, I also mean it has to be followed. It should not be just a period in the timetable where people are sitting, not playing, or doing some homework, and a couple of them are doing something else. Or let me look at the online structure. Can sports not happen in the online structure? It can definitely happen in the online structure. You can do yoga, you can do aerobics, you can do sports things, you can do blinders, you can do so much, right? Also, we need to talk about capacity building. What is required that will help our society build up to become an employable youth? So if this capacity building is going to move around, bringing sports inclusion and post that sports inclusion, ensuring that our kids are well informed of what decisions that they can take in sports. So I think the need for organizations is also to get up and bring sports in limelight and say that sports can also give you these career opportunities, and along with these career opportunities, this is how much you earn with it. Let's understand, that living is as important as any other thing in this world. If you can't feed your stomach, you can't feed your home, you will pick up something else. So sports also has to come into place where we know it is something from which we can earn, which we can learn, where we can have recognition for our sports persons, and where we can have a good family life for them. It is equally important. Another point that I would really like to bring to your attention is nowadays, you can see so many young people coming up for football or for rugby. So having sports level of state level sports associations working towards them, having small sports program happening, small camps happening, even that can help. So while I don't want to make this very long, I want you to just concentrate on a couple of pointers from here. And those couple of pointers that I really wanted to, poke today for my audience to listen and to understand that sports employability for youth through sports is possible, is advisable, for the reason that, let's remember, sports bring to you five things, which is your discipline, your
Yeah, might be there's some network issue. And till then, I think Dr. Shalendar, just your views about the,
Wow.
yes.
uh, it was a very fantastic. Madam Supreet was talking a lot about that is all about the traits of a sports personality, sports participants, and at the same time, what could be the probable employment opportunities for our sports youth, sports persons. No doubt, we look forward that what SPA is doing, that is to promote all those things to the upcoming youth so that they can have an alternative, sports as an alternative career. At the same time, we also wish that a sense of, a sense of fitness has to be there, a sense of sports spirit has to be there, so that people should understand that why this is very important today. And at the same time, we also wish that all over the youth, all over the country and abroad, they should understand the importance of why they should see this as an alternate career. The point here is what I want to make: the values. The sport is the spirited values.
Yes.
I hope Madam Sulpit is there now.
Yeah, yeah, welcome.
Yes. So please.
Are we able to see a city mall behind you
Yeah, thank
from
you
your
so much.
left hand?
Thank you so much. I think
Yes,
I
Yes, yes.
lost connectivity for a minute.
yes, yes, yeah.
Thank you
Please,
so much
please.
for taking it up for me.
So that's why
So I
we
was
all
first,
together work.
yeah.
We work
So I was
together.
just actually closing the statement and was closing the statement with 5 important pointers. And I think when I came back, Dr. Shailendra was exactly talking about what I wanted to say. That definitely, when we talk about sports and when we talk about employability, as Dr. Shailendra was saying, exactly, probably we have got our words together. Uh, it's all about understanding what sports bring on to us with the platter. It is about getting punctual, getting disciplined, developing soft skills, ensuring that you have capacity building happening, ensuring that you know what is teamwork, ensuring that you know failure, accept it, and move on. So that is what sports helps us in our lifetimes, and that is what is required to be a successful, employable youth. So I hope I have been in this very short time. I wanted to keep it very, very crisp, being able to give you all that information that I had. And thank you, Dr. Devendra, Dr. Shailendra, for being there. It has been a wonderful interaction. And any questions, any interactions that we want to have, I think we can go ahead with it, Dr. Devendra.
Yeah, it's a truly wonderful, crispy, we can say. You kept it short and simple. And after so long time, when we started this association, 5 values which you mentioned today, I think in the 26th of January, in our first webinar, we talk about these 5 values. So on those days, we just organized one Skype meeting with our all founders. So we all founder told about this 5 value we must have to have cultivate in the sports person. So somebody told it is already. They know the failure management, which is the biggest thing of the any successful person. Those know the failure management. It is the biggest asset for the successful person. Now I love to invite each and every innovative academician from all India. We have some guests from abroad also. So each and everyone, you are welcome for adding your views with interact with Dr. Supreet. She has a very extraordinary high-tech experience in education, because from last 2 years, it is a very drastic change we able to see everywhere, even then in the point of view of receiver, point of view of giver. So those mindsets are change. Yeah, welcome anyone. Let us. So I start with our Yahoo boy Sajeev Kapoor ji. We have a Pinky Arora from Punjab. Vimal Kumar ji, how are you, Vimal ji? Slowly, slowly. That's everyone
Fine,
can know.
sir. Absolutely fine.
Yeah, sir. Would you like to add some your views about this the sports 21st century sports education?
Basically, sir, I want to say that sports is a need because during the lockdown, I learned so many things, and my child also learned because he wants continue play a cricket and enjoy all the things.
That's nice. That's nice. Pinky Arora, Pinky, would you like to add your views? Yes, anyone can be open a mic. It is an open platform for all of us. We all are innovative academician. Mansi, the young guns. Yes,
Yes,
Mansi,
sir.
come.
Sir, if you allow, can I share a quick video
Oh,
just
great.
to add on to Supreet Sam's
Just you show your face to Supreet ma'am.
Sure, sure, sir.
Today I got opportunity to introduce her.
But actually, I am here at the dentist with my father, so
Okay, okay,
I
okay.
couldn't
No
open
issue.
the.
So it is a
No,
dedication. It's a dedication. I think one of meeting I attended with the dentist. No issue.
no worries, sir. So can I just share that video? It's
Yeah,
it's of my
please.
niece, and
Please.
through that video, we are just going to see how the schools are taking the initiative to, bring the sports at
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
So
I
I'll
allowed
just
you.
share it.
Just share. Share it.
Yes, 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 sir. So, is it visible, sir?
Yeah, yeah, visible.
Yeah,
Very nice.
she's my
Okay.
niece.
Oh, good, good, good. That's called the world of innovation.
Yes.
The matching of bottles are matched with the fridge color. Oh my God. Under the chair, under the table, we listen so many times.
So that table at our home, it's not hollow from
No, the
below.
people
So
understood what I am going to tell. Oh, very nice. Very nice, beta. Very nice. 82 sports. We remember the 82
yes,
Asiad game. Wonderful.
yes,
Wonderful.
sir. So that's how we are all trying to bring sports in every student's, every child's life.
That's nice. That's nice. Good to share
So
the video of
absolutely. Thank
innovation.
you so much, Supreet ma'am, for the wonderful session. It was really amazing knowing the 5 qualities, especially. Thank
All
you.
right. So
Thank
stop.
you so
Stop.
much. It was a pleasure to be here. I also had certain connectivity issues today, but it was a pleasure talking to each one of you, and I really look forward that what we saw in the video right now. Probably, if that can be a part of each one's life, and if we can get up from our beds and really get moving through the day. And I think I just got into habit of this a couple of days back, only realizing I was not even doing 15,000 steps a day, which a human body needs. So I think sports it's not about just going out and play. It's about the fact that you need to be physical active, and then only you learn in life ahead. So wonderful. I think I'll try it sometime at my home also. Thank you, Mansi, for sharing with us. And thank you, Dr.
Thank
Divendra,
you, ma'am.
for bringing us here together. Thank you so much.
So anyone want to share the views? We have still, yeah, we have a 10 minute with us. Dr. Devendra Sharma want to say something. He's from Bhopal.
Uh,
Welcome, sir.
Very good evening. One and all present here. Dr. Dev, thank you very much for providing this opportunity to be here. Thankful, I am very thankful to Dr. Supreet Kaur, madam. She has explained each and everything very nicely. And what I can remember in my life from childhood, discipline, punctuality, leadership, vision, soft skill development, all these qualities should be in every person. But what we see, sportsmen are having all these qualities. And that's why I think we use a statement, sportsman spirit. The sportsman spirits have become from these qualities. Through these sportsman spirits, one can achieve each and everything what he or she target. Thank you. This sportsman is by this sportsman spirit. If we all have, we can say, Khilega India, Khilega India, Khilega India. Thank you.
So much, sir. Thank you so much. Dr. Sandeep Kapoor Saab, adding
Haan ji,
your
sir.
views. Yes, add your views and please.
Yeah, I think Supreet ji has really summed up the things very, very well. And the views given are pertinent to every household, I think. Every household must have sports inculcated in the habits of children, in the habit of self, so that, tabhi to khelega, tabhi to khilega India. I think that is what the message we want to drive in our nation, around the world, and in every household. I think that is the spirit of the sportsman. That is the spirit of each man's life. And that is the spirit of fitness in everybody's life. So I think that is what, वो होता है ना, जब हम किसी ट्रैप में फंसते हैं, किसी हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम में फंसते हैं, तभी हमको ये सारी एक्सरसाइज, फिटनेस, eating routines तभी याद आती हैं. तभी why not we make it every day a part of our life, like we do other activities regularly. So why not a fitness also for 10 to 20 minutes every day keeps us fit and fine. So I think, Dr. Sir, with those words, I thanks Preet ji and everyone who were present in this session, and especially special thanks to you. You always bring the the diamonds to the podium, and they always have the wonderful views in terms of what they think of sports can achieve, and having sports in our life requires no money. So practically no money. It's just an issue of an habit. So I think that we need to inculcate in our daily routine. Thank you very much, and have a nice weekend. Have a nice evening to everyone.
Yeah, fantastic, Mr. Sanjeev Kapoor. It's really you giving the good insights about the sports. Just only 10 to 15 minutes in a day are sufficient for it.
Absolutely.
If we do it's a regular exercise. Ragini or anyone, Dipankar, I think Supreet has lost the network. So, Dubeji?
Davis, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so let us, I think, conclude the webinar, and if Supreet join us, she will give a she will give us a closing remark.
Okay,
Yeah.
Dev sir, first of all, Sanjeev sir ने बहुत अच्छा बोला. What he
Yes.
said, Sanjeev sir very nicely said. I wish to add one point, rather 2 points. Number one, sir ने कहा ना बहुत ही cost effective, बिल्कुल कुछ नहीं. तो जैसे हम लोग during our time we used to go out running here there. Sir, यही समय है. From this part, we wish to say one thing, that every parent, everybody should encourage, go out of the house. Though it's the era of technology, high tech era we talk about, but at the same time we should also know how to link ourselves with the nature, okay, with the mother earth. Girna, parna, dauna, bhagna, that is very important. So
Yes.
that is what makes you fit, and what you fit, you are hit also. So in a one way, खिलेगा इंडिया तभी होगा जब वो दौड़ेगा, भागेगा, नेचर के साथ इंटरेक्ट करेगा, राइट सर. गिरना जरूरी है, दौड़ना जरूरी है, बच्चों को encourage करना है. Unfortunately, Corona has kept us all inside, locked us inside. But now the time is coming when we should again encourage our students, our children, others, elders, everybody to come out and just make it a habit to do. So what Sanjeev sir कह रहे थे अभी कि कुछ काम करना चाहिए, कुछ तो ये बहुत जरूरी. Number one. Number two, it's a pretty cost effective, so one should engage into any physical activity, right, sir?
Yes.
So it will bring you change. That's why going to the ground, picking some game, picking something. Okay. Obviously, for last 1.5 years, everybody was locked inside games, going for inside work, inside games and all. Now, please come out and enjoy the outside activity. So that's one thing. And finally, what I say, this spirit matters a lot. Sportsman spirit. Sportsman means team building. What Supreet ma'am said, lots of things about the attributes about this. No doubt, it's a pretty fantastic. So to hear all those. So what I will say, we must encourage, we must cherish those values, with those spirit then only we can rise as a nation, rise as a you can say fit India. And that's why we can say also that our team India, which is going to represent Tokyo Olympics, okay, we wish for them also. They're all the fittest of India. They are the ones those who have excelled in their own fields, and they want to brag, okay, get gold for our country. So our good wishes for them. And they are the symbol of excellence, fitness excellence, I should say like this. So sir, वो भी हम लोग के लिए एक benchmark है. With this, I say thanks to one and all present here, Dr. Supreet, Dev sir, everybody, all audience today present here. The basic objective is that we should promote all these values from from one in every seminar and through webinars also, so that people should realize the importance of fit India, so hit India. With these words, I say thank once again to one and all. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Dev sir.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. If you all permit, just I asked Supreet ji, she's joining, then it is our ritual, then closing remark always given by the speaker. Just I'm trying to call her. If she able to join, we can listen. Wonderful, Ragini, good.